Breaking news for Social Security recipients across America. The President has just signed an executive order authorizing a one-time lump sum payment of $1,495 to all Social Security beneficiaries nationwide. Could this be the financial relief millions of seniors have been waiting for? Is this the solution to combat rising inflation that is steadily eroding fixed incomes? We are diving into all the details right now. Before we delve into the specifics of this groundbreaking executive order, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any critical updates about your Social Security benefits. If you know someone who collects Social Security, share this video with them immediately because this information could soon put nearly $1,500 in their pocket. Just yesterday, the President signed an executive order directing the Social Security Administration to issue a one-time emergency payment of $1,495 to every American currently receiving Social Security benefits. This includes retired workers, disabled individuals, and SSI recipients, covering approximately 70 million Americans who depend on these payments. Let's address the most pressing question right away. Why has this specific amount of $1,495 been determined? According to the executive order, the figure represents an adjustment designed to help offset the impacts of inflation that have disproportionately affected seniors and disabled Americans on fixed incomes. The administration calculated this amount by examining the gap between the official cost of living adjustments (COLAs) and the actual everyday expenses faced by seniors over the past year, focusing particularly on essentials such as groceries, prescription medications, and utilities. Many viewers have probably noticed that despite receiving COLA increases, their dollars do not stretch as far as they once did. A gallon of milk that cost $3.50 last year might now cost $4.50, and a prescription that was $200 might now be $260. These rising costs have placed significant strain on those with limited budgets, and this payment aims to bridge that growing financial gap. However, it is important to step back and understand what an executive order is and whether the President truly has the authority to authorize these payments. An executive order is a formal directive signed by the President that governs operations of the federal government. Although presidents cannot create new funding without congressional approval, this executive order redirects previously authorized emergency funds that were allocated for economic recovery but remained unused. The legal basis for this action stems from provisions within the Social Security Act that permit emergency adjustments when beneficiaries face extraordinary economic circumstances. The administration is citing Section 702 of the Social Security Act, which grants the Commissioner, under presidential direction, certain administrative authorities during declared emergencies. Moving on to the timing of the payment. The Social Security Administration's implementation guidance states that the payments will be distributed over the next 60 days, beginning with the oldest and most vulnerable beneficiaries. The distribution will follow the same method you currently receive your monthly benefits. If you use direct deposit, you will see the $1,495 appear in your account. If you receive paper checks, you'll get a separate check for this amount. Importantly, this payment will neither affect your regular benefits nor be subject to taxes. The executive order specifically categorizes this as an emergency relief payment rather than an advance on future benefits, ensuring that your monthly income continues unchanged. Regarding taxation, the order designates this payment as disaster relief assistance, making it non-taxable for most recipients. However, those with substantial additional income may wish to consult a tax professional for personalized advice. Some critics have questioned the timing of this executive order, suggesting that its announcement at the start of a politically sensitive period is meant to fulfill campaign promises aimed at protecting Social Security while providing immediate economic relief to a vital voting demographic. Supporters, however, argue that this measure clearly underscores the administration's commitment to addressing real-world inflation impacts that official statistics tend to underestimate. Many are asking if this is a one-time payment or the beginning of a broader shift in Social Security adjustments. While the executive order itself authorizes only this single payment, accompanying statements from the administration reveal that they are reviewing the entire COLA calculation methodology to better reflect the actual expenses that seniors face, potentially paving the way for more accurate and generous adjustments in the future. Another critical aspect is the impact on Social Security's long-term solvency. Many financial experts worry about the future of the system, but the administration has emphasized that the funding for these payments comes from previously authorized emergency funds rather than the Social Security Trust Fund, which means that the payment should not directly jeopardize the program's long-term financial outlook, even though comprehensive reform remains necessary. For beneficiaries receiving means-tested benefits, such as Medicaid or SNAP, there is reassuring news. The executive order includes a provision that excludes this payment from being counted as income or resources for determining eligibility, ensuring that receiving the $1,495 will not compromise other essential benefits. So what should you do right now? First, verify that your contact information and direct deposit details are up to date with the Social Security Administration by logging into your My Social Security account online or by calling the SSA directly. Second, remain vigilant about potential scams. The SSA will never call, text, or email asking for personal information or payment to release this benefit, so disregard any such suspicious communications. Some beneficiaries have expressed concern over how this payment might affect survivors or dependent benefits, but the executive order clarifies that all benefit categories, including retirement, disability, survivors, SSI, and dependent benefits, are encompassed, ensuring every person receiving a monthly Social Security payment qualifies for this lump sum. Although critics and certain economists worry about the potential inflationary effects of injecting roughly $14 billion into the economy through these payments, the administration asserts that this targeted relief will mainly be allocated to essential items and medical care rather than discretionary spending, thus minimizing additional inflationary pressure while addressing urgent needs. For approximately 5 million beneficiaries whose benefits are managed by representative payees, the $1,495 payment will be sent directly to the designated payee, who is obligated to manage the funds in the beneficiary's best interests as per existing regulations. Notably, no action is required on your part to receive this payment. It will be distributed automatically to all current beneficiaries, with no application process necessary. The SSA has also issued warnings about potential scams, alerting recipients that any instructions claiming you need to apply or provide extra information to receive this payment are fraudulent. If you do not receive your payment within the specified time frame, the SSA is establishing a dedicated hotline for inquiries about these payments separate from their regular customer service lines, with further details to be posted on the official SSA website once the distribution period commences. For new Social Security beneficiaries who start receiving benefits during this distribution period, the executive order ensures that they will also receive the payment, even though they may be placed in later distribution groups. Many viewers have wondered whether this payment hints at broader changes to Social Security policy. While the executive order is clearly aimed at addressing immediate economic pressures, the administration maintains that comprehensive Social Security reform is still a top priority in order to secure the long-term stability and adequacy of the program. In summary, the President's executive order authorizing a $1,495 lump sum payment to all Social Security beneficiaries delivers a significant and immediate financial boost to approximately 70 million Americans. The payment, which will be distributed over the next 60 days, is non-taxable for most recipients, does not affect eligibility for other benefits, and requires no action on your part. As we continue to monitor the implementation of this executive order and assess its impact on beneficiaries, we will provide further updates on any new developments. This enhanced financial relief is designed not only to help you catch up on bills or build a small emergency fund for unexpected expenses, but also to acknowledge the escalating challenges faced by retirees, disabled individuals, and others on fixed incomes in today's economic climate. Stay informed, act with caution, and secure the benefits you rightfully deserve, as this measure comes at a crucial time for millions across the nation facing rising costs and financial stress.